This is the FIFINE K688, a microphone from a brand that has been changing the game for budget equipment for a while when it comes to microphones, just like the AM8 you're seeing here, which got really popular. But the K688 is the microphone that they directly targeted at the look of the Shure SM7B, even if I can't show them or pop them up right here. And they sent this out to me back in October, I believe, of 2022. And when I reviewed it, I absolutely adored this microphone. I said it sounded great. Here's a clip from that. What you're listening to right now is an $80 microphone.
So the microphone itself was much more than you would expect. You would think a $70 microphone wouldn't do that. I was very impressed that it outperformed a $200 microphone.
Data brokers will sell your information to spammers, scammers, or anyone who may want to target you. Your full name, email, health records, your address, everything is out there. That's why I've been using Aura, today's sponsor. Aura shows me exactly who's using my information and automatically submits opt-out requests so that this information can get out of their hands. Cleaning up this information not only prevents spam, but also protects me from hackers being able to use this information to gain access to social media accounts, bank accounts, and so much more. It's really easy to set up, and I don't have to download several different apps to be able to do things like VPN, antivirus, password management, parental controls, identity theft insurance, and so much more. I get everything at one affordable price. I value my privacy and I value yours. So go to aura.com/darkandcyrus to start your 14-day free trial now. Once again, thank you to Aura for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to it.
But one of the things I have a problem with this microphone is when they're emulating it, they put this shock mount on here, and honestly, I don't like it. What if we remove the shock mount? We get down to just the barrel of the microphone. And what if we just happen to have something like this printed where we now can mount it and have it look a lot better on a mic stand without the shock mount. So you might be asking the question of why would you want to do this and why would you remove the shock mount? Let's get into all of that. You see, not too long ago, I actually got a 3D printer and I've been having a lot of fun just printing random things. And while on Thingiverse, I just happened to Google FIFINE and I found this, and I want to show you everything that will pop up. K669B, all the K683A stuff, kind of everything you could imagine, including a couple other interesting items like the K688 shock mount replacement. And as you can see here, I printed a couple of different ones. I printed one in black, which looks great on the microphone itself, but I did print one in white just so that we could be able to show off that it is just a 3D print, because you're able to see all of the little angles that are cut into it and just whatever the case. So after printing these two and putting one on the microphone, which I'm going to go ahead and do right now so you can see it. Now that I have it attached, here it is just fully attached. And obviously you could use different filament. I could probably try to make this a little bit more matte, whatever the case, but honestly, it looks really good. And when you think about the Shure SM7B and this, it's now starting to look a lot closer to it. Some of you might be asking the question, Brandon, what's the point of this video? Why did you remove the shock mount from a perfectly good microphone when all you're trying to do is emulate a microphone that is $400 compared to the $80 or $70 of the FIFINE K688? And it's purely just appearance. And one of those things that when I found it, I immediately thought was on a microphone stand. Like, for example, I have the AM8. I'm not going to disconnect it and pull it off of this. But on a microphone stand, right? I mean, that looks really good. And if you're curious about what the K688 sounds like, here's a couple of sound samples. Art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Hence, it is a subject of inquiry which can on no account be neglected. The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. Anyway, as far as a microphone goes, I think this actually looks pretty awesome, and I might swap out the AM8 for it soon to be able to do some even more testing for you to be able to just kind of see what it looks like on the microphone stand. But honestly, I think it looks really good. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. And even on that same case, let me show you this. Not only do they have something for the K688 to remove the shock filter, but somebody's actually taken the time on how you can actually print a shock mount for this microphone, the AM8, and then use some hair ties or like hair bow things, clips. What do you call these things? Hair elastics. You use hair things to basically add a shock mount to the AM8, which I think could be useful, could not be useful, but the honesty is a lot of people are already using some kind of a microphone stand. In this case, like I'm using the low profile Elgato arm, and it's really awesome. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Is this a better aesthetic for the K688? Maybe should they have like maybe done this from the start? And does it actually look a lot closer to the SM7B, which is what really you're trying to emulate here when you pick up a microphone like the K688? And sure, they're all differently tuned. You have the K688, the AM8, and now the Tank 3. And if you want to hear all of the sound samples compared to all of these budget microphones, you can check out the video at the end that I'll go ahead and link. But the truth is, I love the K688. I think it's a fantastic microphone, especially for the price. It does look wonderful, and I really think that this kind of mod makes me want to use this microphone more rather than having this gaudy attached, you know, shock mount. That's the video, guys. I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks, guys. Y'all have a great day.